Hey, everybody. Right. I have been completely and utterly inspired to talk about your root chakra. How come? Well, because mine, personally, has been way out of whack for quite some time, actually. And oddly enough, I've only just realized it, that's the problem. So, well, let's talk, what are chakras, right? So chakras are energy centers in the body that the ancients came up with, and actually science has now gone through and confirmed that there's actually centers of nodules in the same places where the chakras are located, which is great. And what it means is that if they get blocked, then you can either have too much or too little of any one sort of condition, and it often leads to disease or mental or emotional, unwellness, shall we say. So, how can you tell if your root chakra, well, first of all, where's your root chakra? Where's your root chakra? Well, it's right down, it's not in front, it's right down at the back at your tailbone, right at the base of your spine. And it's responsible for all things safety and security and feeling like your place in the world is of value. So a good way to tell if your root chakra is out of whack is if you're starting to get sore lower back, you're starting to feel like scarcity mindset is a real big one for root chakra. You start getting a bit greedy, like you want to hold on to things, you want to keep them close to you, you don't want others to have it, you get really jealous. You start getting symptoms where you've got sore legs, maybe varicose veins, maybe you might have difficulty walking. It can also be internal, like what happened to me with the kidney stones or liver. But especially kidney stones, you start to get sort of blockages in the functions of your internal organs. And so I ended up having bloody kidney stones in both kidneys, and anyway. And I know that I was suffering from lots of root chakra problems because it had a lot to do with where my business was going, fear of moving forward, fear of failure, basically. Fear of failure is a big one with the root chakra. You start feeling like you can't take risks. You're not safe or supported in the world to take those risks. At the same time, we had the fires here, and people were genuinely scared. And so for me, all that sort of culminated. I had this feeling, which is another real indicator of root chakra imbalance, and I had this feeling of impending dread, constant, this nagging feeling of impending dread, and it's kind of like you can't put your finger on it, and it's a little bit irrational, and you're not quite sure where the source of it is, but it's just like all things are not right in the world. Right, so if any of these things kind of resonate with you, yeah, it's root chakra. So what can you do about it? Well, glad you asked. So I turn to my trusty gemstones, of course. Now, anything black is really great for the root chakra. It's represented, in fact, by black and anything red. So with my gemstones that I choose, the red that I use to represent the root chakra is garnet. This is my big go-to. Now, it's going to look quite black, in fact, I think, on the screen, but trust me, this is a deep, dark, kind of chocolatey red, and it's by far my absolute favorite gemstone. It's heavy, it feels substantial. It feels so good to hold. It feels so good to wear. And garnet it's all about family and career especially. And so it's kind of about work-life balance in its most sort of lightest form, but in its sort of more depth, garnet is about achieving success so that you're fulfilled. It's not success so that you can get money and go on trips and have a fancy car. It's so that you're fulfilled, and so that you put your best self forward and you show up for your family, the best version of yourself. And so when we talk about success, that's what we're talking about, the good stuff. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about Mr. Hematite. Is it a Mrs. Hematite? No, I feel like you're a Mr. Hematite. Okay, so this is Hematite. Now, Hematite is this beautiful sort of gunmetal, shiny, I don't know, is it silvery black? Is it blackish silver? I don't know what it is, but it is, it's a good one for mental clarity. So oftentimes when the root chakra is out of balance, things start to get confusing. You're not quite sure what the truth is, where to draw the line in your boundaries, which path to proceed on. This helps. It's really good for brain fog, number one, brain fog, but it's also good to just sort of get your feet firmly planted on the ground so that you can go, right, I'm going to clear out the clutter, clear out the confusion, and make the best choice with the information I've got. So this will kind of support you in that process. Now, I've got, maybe I should say something about the different sizes. I mean, it's kind of an irrelevant topic at the moment, but I'll just quickly show you since I've got them. This is Obsidian. That's 8 mil. Then it goes down to 6 mil, and then it goes down to 4 mil. So we use all three sizes all the time. Now, Obsidian, you can use black tourmaline, you can use shungite, you can use black onyx, black agate, anything that's just black, right? It's going to have the same sort of similar properties to the hematite, in that it's going to keep you firmly planted on the ground. But what it does, the black is particularly good for protection. It's great for protective energy. So not only is it good for when you wear it, it kind of creates a bit of a boundary around you so that you're safe. And it really helps with that feeling of fear of the unknown, fear of not feeling secure. But it also absorbs negative energy. So if you have it around you, it's really good if you're in the company of someone who is driving you crazy with negative energy, or someone who is, maybe it's a toxic relationship that you're in the middle of. So anything that has the black onyx, the black tourmaline, the obsidian, it'll kind of suck all that energy from other people into it, so that you don't then take it on, right? So that it keeps you safe and contained, so that it just stays away. It's really important also to cleanse your gemstones. So remind me, I'm going to talk about that another time, but because they do absorb energy, you got to keep them, you got to cleanse them every now and again. Now, of course, everyone's favorite, the lava, right? This is the lava. These are the teeny tiny lava beads that we use. We're using more and more of these guys. Anyway, lava is actually all about courage and bravery and connection to Mother Earth because it's volcanic rock. And so I love that it's courage, and I love because I use it in almost everything we make, and it kind of boosts everything else, all the other collections that we have. So, you know, we've got an anxiety collection. Why wouldn't you put a bit of courage in there? It's perfect, you know. We've got an achievement collection. Of course you need some courage for the, you know, to get your goals and stuff. So I love that lava is so versatile, and that it you know, it does that awesome job of keeping us brave and courageous and moving forward, facing our fears, doing it anyway, all that stuff. Now this is actually about to be the feature gemstone coming up with the collections that we're developing now, which are just set to be, you know, hit social media very soon. You'll be able to see them. They're about to go on the website shortly. But the new collection is around cancer and cancer recovery. And we've used this gorgeous smoky quartz with it. And so the healing properties of smoky quartz, it's all about strength. And I love that, you know, when so you're teaming up some strength and some courage. And the great thing about smoky quartz is that it's a gentler, softer stone, softer energy than the blacks, but it keeps you, it's a great grounding stone. And so when your emotions are in turmoil, and when you're feeling an absolute sense of distress, you're not sure what's about to happen, this just sort of keeps your emotions sort of contained, so they're not sort of swirling around you out of control, which makes you, of course, not think very clearly. But the amazing thing about smoky quartz is that it's really fabulous for going through cancer treatments. There's something about the energy, it has a cleansing quality to it as well. So as you're going through the chemo or the radiation, it actually helps to sort of balance that, you know, the chemicals coming in with the natural energies going out. And it's just anyway, it's beautiful. So what I've done is I've created a brand new collection called the Survivor Collection. And I just want to say 100% that it's not going to cure cancer, absolutely not. But if you're going through it and you need something to hold on to, and you need something to boost your strength and boost your courage to face it, then it's something that has that sort of energy. I've been asked so many times to design something just for cancer, and because October is breast cancer month, I thought, well, I don't want to be too specific. Let's just do all cancer. So that's what I've done. So anyway, it will be unveiled very shortly. You'll be able to see it. It's coming up. We're just getting some photos done. And if you have any questions, or, you know, would like something designed specially just for you, for any challenge that you've got, that you're going through, just get in touch. I'd be happy to help you out. Okay, so remember, if your root chakra is out of whack, blacks or reds. All right? Mwah. We'll speak to you again very soon.